வந்துச்சா பாருங்க சார்.
வந்துச்சு சார். நான் காப்பி பண்ணிட்டேன், குரூப்ல சென்ட் பண்ணிட்டேன். சென்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கேன் சார் குரூப்ல.
In another 1 minute, we'll start with it. Asik, let us start the class, Asik.
Yes, sir.
Can you able to hear me, Asik?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today we will start with essay 500. Okay, essay 500 is audit evidence. So an auditor should obtain sufficient and appropriate audit evidence. Okay, so sufficient means, as I already told you, sufficient means quantity. Appropriate means quality. So sufficient appropriate audit evidence you should obtain. Then, so we know that there are two procedures the auditors will have. One is risk assessment procedure, another one is further audit procedure. So risk assessment procedure we already seen in essay 315. Okay, then further audit procedure is we have two types. One is substantive procedure, another one is compliance procedure. So substantive procedure is inspection. Okay, what is inspection? That we will go physically examine the asset. That's called inspection. Okay, and we will do whether the book assets are there physically. Then observation. What is observation? Observation. Observation means we should watch the physical verification of what management does. It's called observation. Then external confirmation. What is external confirmation? That we should ask the debtors, creditors, okay, the balances. That is called external confirmation. So inspection, observation, external confirmation. Then recalculation. The calculation what they have given, like depreciation, okay, finance statements, etc. You have to recalculate it. Then re-performance. The internal control procedures, what they told that they have implemented, you should re-perform and see whether you are having a satisfaction. Then analytical procedure, comparing the previous year figure, current year figure, financial data with the non-financial data, okay, like trend analysis, etc. Then, so these are then inquiry. Inquiry is asking questions, various questions. These are substantive procedure. Compliance procedure, I already told you, internal controls verification, whether the controls are manual or automated, whether we can deviate from the existing controls. All those things are internal control procedures. Next. So what are the tools available for internal control procedures verification? You have narrative records, okay, narrative records, then questionnaires, checklist. So narrative records, questionnaire, checklist. If needed, graphical representation also you can do like flow chart. So these are the procedures you have for compliance test. Then we'll go to SA 501, audit evidence, specific consideration for selected items. So 500, 501, 500 and 501 is like twin standards. So this is specific consideration for selected items. What are the selected items? Inventories, litigations and claims, segment information. Inventories, litigations and claims, segment information. Inventories. when you see the inventory verification, the management will do the counting. So what the auditor should do? Auditor should physically observe whether the management count is perfect. So whether the management is properly counting, at what intervals they are counting, whether they are having proper procedures for counting, what they are doing with the discrepancies. Now there are two types of physical verification. One is closing the production, stopping all the production and doing physical verification. That is called year-end inventory verification. And another thing is while doing the work itself, like without stopping the production, we are doing physical verification. So what are the two physical verification? One is
Stopping the
closing
production.
and doing the physical verification, and another one is what?
During the production, we are
When during the production we are doing physical, that is called perpetual inventory verification. Without stopping the production, we are doing inventory verification. It's called perpetual inventory verification. Then, so come on, tell me what are two things? Year-end and perpetual. Sir, what is perpetual? How it is possible, sir? Because morning when I print out, okay, when I take the printout from the books of accounts, how many inventories are there, and evening when I do the audit, sir, after 1 hour when I do the physical verification, there may be a difference because morning I took the printout. When I go to the workshop, etc., when I do audit, that time they would have taken some materials out of stores and started doing production. So obviously there will be discrepancies. Since discrepancies will be there, you have to reconcile it. Like how many discrepancies is there? The same number whether they have taken out from the stores today, that you should see. Then see, in case for the practical reason, if you cannot do the physical inventory verification, imagine on 31st of March, we are in big lockdown. Okay. So this year, 31st of March, we couldn't have done physical verification. As an auditor, you couldn't have entered. But imagine on May month, okay, you are going for physical verification. Then you can do a back data. For example, do whatever you can do it on May month, physical verification. Then add all the sales and reduce all the purchases. You can arrive at the March 31st. Like till April 1 to May, you do the reverse working and arrive at the March 31st. So if the goods and physical goods and the books are getting tallied as on May 31st, then if you add the sales and reduce the purchase till April 1st, then obviously it will match with 31st of March also. Can you able to understand? Okay.
yes, sir.
Sir, should I verify the inventories which is lying with a third party? Yes. There are some companies which will use job work. What is job work? That they will give the items to the job workers and getting manufactured and get it back to us. Then they will sell. So those things also you should verify. Then use surprise checking also. One of the important areas where you should use surprise checking. Then litigations and claims. Sir, how to audit litigations and claims? See, contingent liabilities is one of the very important areas where we don't have a hold. Contingent liabilities, we don't have a hold actually speaking. So what we have to do when auditing the contingent liabilities? See, first of all, you should ask the management to give a written representation that all contingent liabilities have been disclosed in the financial statements. Point number two, talk with a legal counsel. Every company will have some legal counsel or lawyers. Then have a confirmation from them that only this much cases pending against the company. If possible, do some Google search and find media comments also. Then you can find the better evidence. Then segment reporting. What is segments for a company? See, for example, a company like ITC have various areas. Cigarette manufacturing is there. Atta, like Ashwad Atta is there. Then Candyman kind of confectionaries is there. Then Sunfeast kind of biscuits are there. Classmate, hotels are there.
Stationaries.
Stationery. So all this thing you can think it's a various segment business. But as per the AS 17, it says, in case if one product line is crossing 10 percentage of your turnover, or for manufacturing that product, if you have introduced 10 percentage of the net worth as a business unit, or the product is giving 10 percentage of the total profits of the company, then that product should be classified as a segment. So they have to classify a product segment based on segment results. Result means profit. Segment revenue means turnover. Segment assets. Understood? Done. Next, SCA 505, external confirmation. So what is external confirmation? See, external confirmation means, as I already told you, each company will have, in segment reporting, I missed one point. So what we should discuss means, we should disclose all the products which is in segment. For example, cigarette business is crossing 10% means cigarette business for the separata, you should write a P&L kind of. Then, sir, there are like 3 products which comes to 10% or more, but there are 5 more products which is not crossing 10%. Then you should say other segment and disclose the things. Okay. Next. SCA 505, external confirmation. What and all generally will take external confirmation? Bank letter balance, then loan, okay, then letters, then creditors, then stocks, okay, then any payable if it's there, like creditors kind of any other loans and advances, payable, receivable, etc. For this and all, we will take external confirmation. So what we should do as an auditor, we should do direct external confirmation. We should not ask the management to get the external confirmation from them. Then there is a possibility of manipulating things. So what we should do? We should do a direct external confirmation. So what is direct external confirmation? Direct external confirmation means we ourselves should go and get the confirmation from the third party. So we can send a letter to the third party stating that we are the auditors of this company. In this company, you are the debtor or you are the creditor. You please give me the confirmation of balance. Okay, what is your balance of this company in your books? You please send me. Understood? This is external confirmation. Then, sir, there are 2 options. One is that person will reply. Another one is that person will not reply. In case if that person replies, what to do? Okay, then you should see whether it is tallying or it is not tallying. If it is not tallying, what to do? You should ask this company to adjust the balance. Okay, put provisions, etc. If it is tallying, no problem. If it's not tallying, if they are not putting adjustments, then what you should do? You should qualify. You should give qualified audit report. Then another option. Sir, I have sent the confirmation letter. They have not even replied. What to do? Do additional audit procedures. What is additional audit procedures? Means see the subsequent payments and receipts of the person. So 31st and he is a debtor. Subsequently, he has paid or received. So his balance, that means he is confirming his balance. That is the reason he is paying or receiving from us. So the things will be clarified. And sometimes these people will not even reply. So subsequent audit verification you do. If you are not satisfied, you can qualify the report. Another thing, sir, small balances and all, don't send confirmation letters. Okay, that is also possible. Then you should do negative confirmation. That means don't expect the reply from them. Write like this. If you are not replying, that means you will assume that your balance is right. Whatever here your balance is there. So in your books also same balance will be there. Like that, we will assume like that. You can send that letter. That is called negative confirmation letters. So positive confirmation, negative confirmation. What is the next one? See, sir, there is a possibility that we are having fight. My company and the debtor or creditor is having a fight. So please don't even send the confirmation letter if it is. That is also one of the options. So rare case, 1 or 2 debtors or creditors will have like this kind of request from the company. What you should do that time?
Check whether the reasons are right.
Whether they are having
Proper reasons.
So these are the things for confirmation letters. So we completed 500, 501, 505. So 2 more standards we are going to study today. Okay, the next one is SCA 510. Initial audit engagement, opening balances. See, what does initial audit engagement means? Initial audit engagement means, see sir, before starting any audit, for example, I got one audit assignment and previously it is audited by Kishore. So I should, before entering the audit, okay, what Kishore is already doing, I should, before entering audit, what I should do, I should ask the company to give me the previous balance sheet and I should ask the company to send me the current year's opening balances. So previous year's audit figures should tally with the current year opening figures. Then only the closing balance will get tallied. Second point, previous year auditor would have qualified one or two issues in this audit report. Possibility is there. What you have addressed, whether you have corrected those problems in current year's audit, okay, current year's period. Whether the accounting policies of the previous year has been consistently applied in the current year also. So these questions you should ask the management. Then you should start the current year's audit. So sometimes the previous year auditor would have resigned because the company is not doing properly. Okay, they are not understanding the legal repercussions and all. That is the reason the auditor would have resigned. So before starting the audit, you please get the no objection certificate from the previous year's auditor. Generally, previous auditors will give no objection certificate. Okay. Then the only thing is they should see whether the fees is not pending. The incoming auditor should see previous year auditor's fees is not pending. They should have cleared the thing. Then all the assets, liabilities and all properly brought forward. The balance should be properly brought forward. That you should see. See, sir, this opening balance verification is not necessary for the recurring audits. For example, last year also I only did the audit. Current year also I am only doing the audit. Okay, so it is not necessary. In case for the recurring audit, it's not necessary. Okay, because last year closing balance I would have properly made in the books of accounts before I sign the balance sheet. So yeah, so I will see to it. So, but new auditors only you should see this. So today's last standard is analytical procedures. What is analytical procedures? Analytical procedures means, okay, comparing the non-financial data with the financial data. For example, sir, why this time the production is so less? Okay, production is so less. That is, the turnover is less, or sales is less, or production is less. Now, Corona is the answer. So Corona is a non-financial data. Compare with the financial data. So you should analyze the trends or ratios, etc. with what? With the available information. So comparing the non-financial trend analysis, ratio analysis. Okay, comparing the forecast with the actual, budget with the actual. This is called analytical procedures. So you can do like this: current year figure minus previous year figure divided by previous year figure. If you put, that's called variance analysis. Then it will give you some percentage. If it's a major more than 10%, then you ask for the reason. So first of all, trend analysis you do. Trend is y-axis you put the profit and or a turnover. X-axis you put the year. Then you map it graphically. Then it will be like this, okay, or it will be like this, or it will be like this. Okay, so reduce, increase the kind of. Then second is ratio analysis, like net profit ratio, gross profit ratio. Okay, in FM you would have studied all these things. Then third is reasonableness. See, they will tell one reason, no, whether it is acceptable reason. For example, sir, why electricity bill is come so high? Then they will tell, sir, this May month or March month, March to May, electricity consumption will be very high because AC will consume more energy during this time. Then this is one possibility. Then no current, we used diesel for generators, so that the charges also we put here only. So kind of, or due to more production, electricity increase. So that kind of reasonable things you should have. So this is called reasonable. Then comparison, current year figures with the previous year, you should compare. Put variance. See, these analytical procedures should be used at the last tool or at the first tool. For example, if you before starting the audit, you do this. Before signing the audit, you do this analytical procedures. So during the review time and all, you should do analytical procedures. So today, this is very important analytical procedure, because the trend and all is more volatile today. The trend is not proper, no, it's like volatile today. So do analytical procedure properly, get the reasons properly, probe into the matters where you have various big variances. Okay. So with this, we completed today's class. So you just see materiality of the items. Okay. Then whether objective is achieved by doing analytical procedure. Then whether controls are proper, all those things. So this is analytical procedure, develop proper reliability of data, because analytical processes will work only if the data is reliable, and probe into the differences. So today you please study this 5 auditing standards. Some standards will take more time, some standards will take less time. Hope you are having this question bank of mine. In question bank book, I have done detailed question answers. I will just show you how questions can be asked from any chapters, kind of from this auditing standards. I will just show you. So for example, when we are doing, say, external confirmation. So what kind of questions? What is meant by external confirmation? Mention 4 situations where external confirmation may be useful. So that you have to write bank, and all. Then short notes on reliability of the external confirmation. So external confirmation are reliable when, okay, it was received from the auditor's director, it is more reliable. If it is received from management through auditors, then it is less reliable. Then whether they have confirmed, kind of, whether they have replied. Then what are the factors that are to be considered while designing confirmation methods? We should properly design when we are sending to the data of the clients. So method of communication, whether you should send email or whether you should send in post. Prior experience, whether they will reply, whether not reply. External confirmation procedures shall maintain control over external confirmation request. Explain other points to when using external confirmation procedure, the auditor would be required to maintain control over external confirmation. See, you will get a lot of letters from the debtors or creditors. Should have a proper control over them. Right? So you cannot just like that leave one letter. That is very important. So you should design it properly. You should have a control over it. When sending a request, you should send politely. Should not use any harsh words or kind of like that. Then what is positive confirmation? What is negative confirmation? What you will do for non-response? Some exceptional scenarios, like when the client is asking not to get. Then this is SA 505. Then SA 510. We have questions like this. So go through question banks properly. Like analytical procedure. What do you mean by analytical procedure? How such procedures will be helpful for audit? Write short note on analytical review. Then different types of analytical reviews when doing inventories. Then what are substantive analytical procedure, or they will ask detailed things. Trend analysis, ratio analysis, those things. Then okay, hope today you will read for another 1 hour. All the best. Daily you read 5 standards. See, you have lot of time. Okay, but keep reading. Okay, don't study for examination, but study for yourself. You have lot of time. I don't want you to spend full day in studies. Maybe you can relax, no issues, but at least study for 1 or 2 hours per day auditing. Then other subjects and all also you should study 1 or 2 hours. So at least study for 6 hours a day. Thank you so much. Bye bye.